Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into why the US government operates the way that it does. This module will explore the underlying reasons behind the functioning of the US political system, including theories of power, influence of interest groups, campaign finance, and the role of the media. Understanding these factors will help you grasp why American politics operates the way that it does. Let's start with the theories of power and influence. One major theory is pluralism, which suggests that power is distributed among many groups in society. These groups, including interest groups and social movements, compete to influence public policy. The idea is that this competition ensures that no single group dominates, leading to a balance of power that reflects diverse interests. For instance, labor unions like the American Federation of Teachers and business groups like the Chamber of Commerce often have conflicting goals, but work within the same political system to achieve their objectives. On the other hand, elite theory argues that a small number of very powerful individuals and organizations hold a disproportionate amount of power. These elites include top government officials, corporate leaders, and military commanders. This theory suggests that these elites make most of the significant decisions, often without much input from the general public. The concept of the revolving door, where individuals move between roles in government and private industry, exemplifies this idea. For instance, many former government officials become lobbyists or executives in the industries they once regulated, raising concerns about conflicts of interest and regulatory capture. Next, let's talk about interest groups and their role in the political system. Interest groups are organizations that seek to influence public policy in favor of their members' interests. They use various tactics, including lobbying, public campaigns, and litigation, to achieve their goals. One, the National Rifle Association, for example, advocates for gun rights and has a significant impact on gun legislation in the United States. Similarly, environmental groups like the Sierra Club work to promote policies that protect the environment. Campaign finance is another critical aspect of why the US government operates the way that it does. The funding of political campaigns plays a pretty central role in shaping electoral outcomes and public policy. The Supreme Court's decision in Citizens United versus Federal Election Commission dramatically changed the landscape of campaign finance by allowing corporations and unions to spend unlimited amounts on political campaigns. This ruling led to the rise of super PACs, super political action committees, which can raise and spend vast sums of money to influence elections. Political action committees can't spend or raise as much money by themselves. Super PACs can. The influx of money into politics raises concerns about the influence of wealthy donors and special interests on elected officials. Critics argue that this system leads to a form of moneyed politics, where the voices of ordinary citizens are overshadowed by those with deep pockets. Supporters, however, contend that the ruling protects free speech by allowing individuals and organizations to express their political views through financial contributions. The role of the media in shaping public opinion and political behavior is also significant. The media serves as a conduit of information between the government and the public, influencing how people perceive public issues and political leaders. Historically, newspapers like the New York Times and broadcasters like PBS and NPR have also played important roles in informing the public. Today, social media platforms like Twitter or X, Facebook, and Instagram have become powerful tools for political communication and mobilization. The evolution of media has changed the dynamics of political campaigns and governance. Politicians now use social media to connect directly with voters, bypassing traditional media channels. This shift has democratized information to a certain extent, but has also led to concerns about misinformation and echo chambers, where people are exposed only to information that reinforces their existing beliefs and priorities. Gerrymandering, the manipulation of electoral district boundaries to favor one party or another, is another factor that influences how the US government operates. Both major parties, to be sure, have engaged in gerrymandering to secure electoral advantages, often leading to uncompetitive districts and decreased political accountability. The Supreme Court has addressed gerrymandering in cases like Ruco versus Common Cause, 2019 case, but it remains a contentious and ongoing issue. The behavior of Congress is also shaped by various institutional factors. The structure of Congress, with its committees and party leadership, influences how legislation is crafted and passed. The polarization of political parties has led to increased partisanship, making it more challenging to pass bipartisan legislation. For example, the filibuster, one procedural tactic used in the Senate to block or delay legislation, exemplifies how procedural rules can impact legislation. Finally, the Supreme Court acts as an ideological actor in the political system. Justices appointed for life tend to interpret the Constitution and significantly influence public policy through their rulings. Decisions on issues like abortion and affirmative action in same-sex marriage have profound implications for all of American society, but certain sectors one at a time. The ideological composition of the court can shift with new appointments, affecting its decisions for many years. In conclusion, the US government operates the way it does due to a complex interplay of theories of power, interest group influence, campaign finance dynamics, media roles, gerrymandering, congressional behavior, and judicial interpretations. These factors shape the functioning of American democracy, influencing how policies are made and implemented. Understanding these underlying mechanisms helps us appreciate the complexities and challenges of governing a diverse and dynamic society. Next time, we'll explore how you can get involved in politics or government. We'll see you then.